Joining us now, John Ziegler, senior columnist with Mediaite and the man in the video. John, welcome to the program. Good to see you. I've seen your video countless times. I saw it first getting viral on Twitter. We've showed it on this broadcast here. Give me some form of an outcome here. When you had this speech, did it fall on deaf ears with any of the board members? Did you get any type of reaction? If so, what was it?
Mostly stunned silence, especially when I ended the speech by saying that there would be accountability for their actions, not just with the mask, but with all of the shutdown and the lockdown here in a county that has been largely unimpacted, especially in comparison to Los Angeles, which is just south of Ventura County. And I ended it by saying that there would be accountability in this life or the next, and that they better hope that there is no hell. Because that's where they would be going, although I assured them that they would not be dying of COVID.
I did see that part there. You won't be wearing masks there either. Yeah, I wanted to mention exactly where you were. You're northwest there, Ventura County, northwest of L.A. Again, not seeing what L.A. has seen. What is Ventura seeing for those watching around the country right now? Kind of set that up. Is it a hot spot there? Is it not? Do they make you wear a mask?
Well, we now have a mask declaration, which our emperor, Dr. Levin, had been against for 3 months. And my main concerns here are two things. One, I'm a libertarian, so I'm against government overreach. And to me, if the government can mandate a control of your breathing, what can't they mandate? If they want to recommend you wear a mask, you want to wear a mask, that's all fine. But a government mandate and a punishment for not doing so, to me, is way over the line. And by the way, when does that ever end? Because I don't see an end date for that. My God, we should be doing this every year then to combat the flu, I guess, regardless of how long the coronavirus sticks around. So that scares me. But I also want just some semblance of consistency. You guys have already talked in this hour about the protest being no problem for medical experts and for liberal elected officials. And yet now we're closing beaches in Los Angeles and closing bars where there's no evidence that those things had anything to do with this. And it seems to be arbitrary enforcement that is based mostly in politics and not in what is actually going to help curb the virus spread. And that was why I wanted some accountability. Wait a minute, hold on. If this guy was so wrong for 3 months, why aren't you going to fire him? And I did actually get an answer from one of the supervisors, which was essentially, no, he wasn't wrong. He was just lying to us for 3 months because he didn't want there to be a run on masks. And I didn't have a chance to respond to that. I will go to the next meeting and I will respond to that. And I will be asking many other questions that have never been answered by this board that need to be answered.
John, you know, you're not wrong. The fact of the matter, we live in America. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. We believe we have free speech. It's questionable these days. But you were able to go out there. You were able to share your thoughts very passionately. When I watched your video, I noticed you had notes. You did not look at them often. I wonder what happened there. Did you prepare for this moment? Did something snap and you said, you know what, I had enough. I'm going straight over there. I'm putting out my talking points and I'm going to let it rip.
Boy, you are very perceptive about what happened because we were told we were going to have 3 minutes. Now, I had never been to a board meeting like this before, and I waited around for over 2 hours. And at the last moment, the person in charge, who, by the way, is a Republican, who's not acting like a Republican, of the meeting, cut me down to 2 minutes. And so I was so pissed and so didn't know what to do with my planned speech. I literally threw it away and just decided, as you said, to let it rip and speak from the heart. And that's probably why it went viral, because I had zero anticipation that this was ever even going to be seen by anybody. I just wanted this board to know there are some of us out here who understand what's really going on and who are going to try to fight for accountability here and who are never, ever going to forget the actions that are being taken during this pandemic, which is a very serious matter. No one is saying it's not a serious matter, but we are doing things that are nonsensical, that are creating horrendous precedents, that we are going to rue for years, if not decades. And these officials are being applauded as if they are doing great things. And that's why I referenced their great virtue with the wearing of the masks now. I really do believe that regardless of the benefit of masks, that it has become a signal of virtue. It has become a political signal and not a situation that is inherently medical at its base. And that's just wrong. We're doing things for political reasons and not because they have anything to do with stopping the spread of the virus.
John, I think one of the reasons why it went viral is because you echoed what a lot of people feel. I know you were addressing it at a local level in Ventura County in California, but there are a lot of folks that feel that way across the board, and quite frankly, they don't know how to put it. They don't know where to go and how to say it, but you just did, my friend. I believe they'll take that tape and just email it to their officials, perhaps their city councilmen, whoever that they want to hear it. I think it's again, what you pointed out to the hypocrisy in it all. If you wanted them to stay home, you got to enforce that across the board. You can't go to church, but millions can go outside and protest all you want. And then, of course, what you pointed out with the mask there. That is John Ziegler live on the show here. John, I'd love to see you again. If something happens, if you go back to that board and you, again, let it rip, be sure to come back and talk to me about it.
I have a feeling that may happen.
I think so, too. John, good to see you. Thank you. All right.